Y'all, my name is Loyalty, and today I'm gonna do a chronic illness tag. So I actually did a video like this before, not too long ago, but it was one of those videos where I was like, okay, I'll record this video and maybe I'll upload it, but maybe I'll just, keep it for my own archives. And I ended up keeping it for my own archives because my voice was kind of low in the video and whatnot. So I was like, yeah, I could just keep it for my own archives or whatever. And so what happened was I wanted to film a different video from this, but I was like, I don't want to film that video, and I ain't even give y'all like a tag video or a story time video, something, a little more introductory and whatnot. So I was like, let me do this. And so I'm gonna do a different set of questions, just so I could spice it up for myself. And I'm getting these questions from Life with Stripes. All right, question number 1, what are you diagnosed with? I'm diagnosed with MS, which is short for multiple sclerosis. 2, what do you tend to do at night when you can't sleep? Well, I have the chronic illness, and I also suffer from chronic anxiety as well. And so what I do to sleep at night, I feel like if it's like anxiety, and of course, a lot of times the anxiety gets provoked by the MS. So when it comes to like anxiety, I like to watch TV. So just different types of content calm me down. So the Powerpuff Girls, I like to watch Powerpuff Girls. I like to watch eating videos, mukbangs. I like to watch home birthing videos. Birthing videos calm me down. I recently came across a whole new content. Man, I didn't know people just walk around. Like their content is them walking around. Like they'll just be like, oh, walking around on a sunny day in New York City. And they just walk around with the camera. I didn't even know this shit exists. Crazy, son. Let me tell you, sidebar. Sometimes I see what people do on the internet and I'm like, damn, if I'm broke, it must be my own fault, because there's no way people make money just walking around. Like, who knew? Who knew people wanted to watch a camera just walking? Listen, and I'm probably one of the suckers, right? I find this content to be extremely calming. So it's something that I've recently stumbled across, and I like it. It calms me down a whole lot. When it comes to like stuff like the MS, when it comes to like pain, I think some of the things that help me go to sleep at night is like using like Tiger Balm, or I will mix some essential oils together. Not essential oils for real, just one. It will probably be like eucalyptus mixed with olive oil, and I'll, put it on my body. I try to, I try so many things. I have like a muscle balm. The muscle balms, they be having like cayenne pepper and all kinds of things. I'll try to use that, rub myself down to make me feel better. If I'm at work, and if anybody from work is watching, Women's Intentional Living Community at my school, they are so kind. They'll offer massages, so they'll give me massages. They'll offer their heating pads to me and stuff, so that also helps. And yeah, a lot of what I do is really just like natural stuff, to be honest. It's really just natural stuff. I'm never out of pain. That's the thing. The thing is that I'm never out of pain. So, it's kind of like, how much does the Tiger Balm help? Who knows? I don't know, but it's like something that I have to like kind of like deal with, Number 3. What's the worst side effect you've had from a medication? Well, that question sounds triggering. I don't take a lot of medication, so I don't know if it's necessarily the worst side effect or a side effect of the side effect. So oh no, oh my gosh, let me tell you. So I used to take it's the oldest. Those who have MS gotta know what it is, but it's like the oldest treatment for MS on the market. It's an injection. It's been out, I think, since like the 90s or the 80s, and Avonex. I don't know. Let me not even go there. But I used to take this medication, and I didn't even take it for long, for real, because one, they had to titrate it up. So first you start off with a quarter, then half, 3/4, then you get the full dose. Wow. The crazy thing is that was like the worst side effects that I ever had from medication. But the side effect, the craziest thing, which, one of the reasons why I'm not on medication or MS medication / treatment now is because the side effects for some of this stuff be crazy, right? You trying to take the medication to treat the MS, and the side effect be the symptoms you trying to get away from. So you trying to get away from muscle stiffness, and the fucking side effect is muscle stiffness. You trying to get away from loss of balance. Side effect is loss of balance, right? Then you got, stuff with worse than what you had. I spoke to my doctor. I forgot what medication was. One of the side effects was breast cancer. I said, hold on now. I'm already traumatized. I can't even, I'm struggling with the MS diagnosis. I can't sit here and take something that's going to give me breast cancer. Whoa. So I was taking this old, which is not old. It's been out since like the 90s or something. So it's not old, but old considering that they have stuff that's, been out since 2010, 2015, who knows? So I was taking like the oldest medication that they have that people don't use anymore, for real. And it had the mildest, that one had the mildest symptoms. The symptoms was like flu-like symptoms. Who wants flu-like symptoms? But that versus side effect is breast cancer, Of course I went with, the flu. Only thing is, I legit had the flu. Like, that was like the worst symptoms it was terrible. How they say, oh, you might have a fever, you might experience it. I'm like, oh, you probably don't really experience none of that for real. Nah, my nigga, I had a flu every week because I had to take it every week. And so every week I had the flu. I had to treat myself drinking antibiotic tea and all these things as if my body really had the flu. And I would get so cold. I had the chills. I had like a fever and I had the chills, and my muscles felt terrible. That shit was horrible, my nigga. That shit was horrible. Yeah. So I stopped taking it. Boom. How has your condition affected your mental health? Yeah, I have chronic anxiety, which is like, I had anxiety before I could, like, did I have anxiety? It was like, yeah, but nothing compared to like my anxiety since being diagnosed with MS, you know? Like, I feel like, yeah, I was anxious a little bit, whatever, but I remember like key moments where like things completely heightened my anxiety. And the most two recent things that heightened my anxiety OD, one was being diagnosed with MS. And one of the reasons was, you know, basically, I don't know if it can count as malpractice or whatever, but one of the things that really I know it came from this direct moment. It literally comes like before I was misdiagnosed. That's the thing. The first interaction that I had with like the first neurologist, it was like this, you know, neurologist in like a private practice or whatever, I don't know. But she told me something different. I'm not gonna hold you. She told me that I was dying. That's what she said when she seen me and shit. And so basically my journey with MS is kind of like has been, you know, from that moment, it was like me thinking that, oh shit, I'm about to die. Like, shorty practically gave me less than like 24 hours to live or some shit, bruh. So, you know, that, you know, like, super traumatic. Like, we can't even get into like how traumatic that was. You could only imagine, you know? So that is like, that marks the beginning of my MS journey and with medical professionals within my MS journey. You know what I mean? So that's been like crazy. So yeah, the anxiety has been completely upped, you know, by the MS. You know, that traumatic moment of that neurologist, you know, giving me the wrong information, and just different things, right? Like, I really couldn't walk, you know, and it, you know, oh my God, the week that I got diagnosed with MS, shit happened so fast, it wasn't even funny. That was traumatic. We talking about in a week or a week and a half, I went from walking to not walking. So that was super crazy. And then the second thing that has completely upped my anxiety within the past 2 years is the pandemic. And that's been like, y'all see it. Y'all see how we living. So yeah, how has that condition, you know, MS, affected my mental health? A lot, you know, a lot of, you know, and you really have to like keep your, you know, you have to stay up mentally, you know, mentally you have to stay up. Again, every day I wake up, I'm in pain. I don't have a day that I'm not in pain. There's a walk around pain that I just deal with, you know what I mean? And so I ain't gonna hold you. Mentally, you know, you could tell yourself stuff that, you know, like mentally, sometimes it's like, damn, you know, like it's very exhausting. Like you, like, it's not even, if you have a chronic illness, it's not hard to be depressed. It's not hard to have negative thoughts. It's not hard to have negative self-talk, you know, like all of that is easy. So it can really impact you. And, you know, it can make you have doubt. Again, I'm not on medication. I could doubt myself every day. Every day for the choices that I make, I could doubt myself. I could beat myself up. Sometimes, you know, I do. Sometimes I do. I'm like, oh my God, loyalty. What if you making the wrong decision? Like, what if you 5, describe your social life. My social life. My social life. Yeah. I mean, like, as far as like being out, like really being out, I used to be outside. Not since being diagnosed with MS though. So I'd be out, but like like the way I used to like be like with my friends and stuff like that before being diagnosed with MS, it's really not the same. Ever since being diagnosed with MS, I actually spend a lot of time by myself. Say 9, 10, for a lot of months, 9, 10 months, who knows? I didn't see my friends. Like, I just didn't see my friends. Like, I didn't go to Brooklyn. Like, I didn't, and I, like, I just didn't do it, So I think that was like the first way, like, my social life was like impacted, like not seeing family and friends in Brooklyn or just not seeing people in general. There's a lot of people who I did not see. When I was diagnosed with MS, I spent a lot of time alone. So even if you didn't live in a different borough, even if you lived real close, there's a chance that I probably didn't see you anymore. Honestly, I was probably at home or like on the farm, being with the land, or just walking. I just spent a lot of time walking, trying to heal, be with the land, walk, get over my fear of walking long distances, stuff like that. I still say no to a lot of things, I still say no to a lot of things, which I could tell for some people, shout out to Lydia, that could be really frustrating for, because I say no a lot. What's the hardest thing to do when you're flaring? Everything is hard. What's the hardest thing to do? So one thing to do is to ask for help at the onset. That's hard. I will let it go on before I really actually be like, yo, I'm doing bad. Can someone please help? That shit is so hard. Even saying it just now was hard. The second hardest thing to do is move around. When I'm flaring, my body, my muscles, everything is just so stiff, mad stiff. And so, yeah, it's hard getting around. I'll need like a cane, some sort of like walking stick, because I'm like in pain, loss of balance. I could be like a little, a little, y'all don't know. A little loss of balance, like a little dizzy, a little, and I just need help, like honestly, the hardest thing to think is everything is actually really hard. Like, it's a lot to open up a jar of jelly. It's a lot to give myself a shower. It's a lot to, anything, for real. Everything is hard. 7, do you have worries for the future? Is that a trick question? I worry and I don't worry. I don't know. I'm an Aries, so I worry and I don't worry. I worry and I'll be like, we got this. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. Like, I have like a very can-do attitude. That fire energy is super active. Oh, we could do this. We could do that. So it's like I have worries sometimes, and then there's also like something else in me where it's like, nah. Nah. There's some things that we gotta do, that we plan to do, that we've been planning to do, and we gonna execute that in our lifetime, period. So, number 8, favorite comfort food. In relation to my illness, I like macaroni and cheese. But nah, my comfort food, now I'm about to list a whole bunch of food, right? There's Charles Pan fried chicken in Harlem. They fried chicken is so on point. Mad. I don't want to talk about it. There's also a Senegalese restaurant that I love to go to. It makes me feel so good. Also in Harlem. What else? Cassava with some mamba, which is peanut butter. That is good. Yeah. moving on. And I like to do smoothies. The smoothies make me feel good. You know, when you eat your colors, it make you feel good on the inside to eat your colors. You know, a little purple smoothie, green smoothie, red smoothie. You know, you gotta eat your colors a little bit. I like that. Let's see. Tell a valuable lesson you learned from being ill. Tell a valuable lesson you learned from being ill. I mean, 1,000 lessons. I can literally take out a journal full of lessons that I've learned, which maybe I should. I don't know, where's the journal shelf? In order to heal your body, you have to heal your relationship with the land. Taking it easy, you know? That too, ease is important. Ease is important. Again, that fire energy, you know, you have, you know, the ram head on, you have the horns. But this is something that I'm still trying to learn, you know, like taking it easy, finding different ways to, you know, tackle different problems, letting yourself chill out, you know. You have a chronic illness, true, but damn, you gotta take it easy sometimes. Okay, let's see. Name 3 things you miss that were taken from you because you got sick. Who needs like 3 things? Probably, you know, the biggest one is my sense of self, my sense of safety, my sense of trust, my sense of being okay, mentally and physically. Again, ever since I got diagnosed with MS, I've literally not woken up without pain a day. I've never spent a day without pain. I miss, you know, the regular shit. You know, there was a way that I used to just, you know, I was just able to be, you know, which is very hard to have that with MS. I mean, I feel like number 11 should have been number 1. How old was you when you first had your symptoms? 25. Or, yeah, 25. So, that is my tag. A little long. Might have been rambling when it came to the food question and some other stuff, but hopefully that was good. And I could also do another one. There's another one that I did that I feel like could be better than this one. I could do 2. So I'll see y'all later.